Good evening. This is All India Radio and I am Sanjay Mattu with the news at 9. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi stresses on use of advanced technology to meet increasing demand for houses. Declares 2019-2020 as Construction Technology Year. In Jammu and Kashmir, Pakistan resorts to cross-border firing along LOC in Naushera sector this afternoon. Finance Minister Arun Jaitley says All India Radio does true reporting while television channels set the agenda of the country instead of reporting. Samjhauta Express train services between India and Pakistan restored, train to run from Delhi tomorrow. Former ICICI Bank CEO Chanda and her husband appeared before the Enforcement Directorate in connection with a money-laundering case. In an effort to stress on the use of advanced technology to meet the increasing demand of housing in the country caused by rapid urbanization, Prime Minister Narendra Modi today declared the period from April 2019 to March 2020 as Construction Technology Year. Addressing the Construction Technology India 2019 Expo-cum Conference in New Delhi, Mr. Modi said the quality of house and space per home has improved during the NDA government's rule. The Prime Minister said,
भारत दुनिया के उन चुनिंदा देशों में है जहां घरों की डिमांड सबसे तेजी से बढ़ रही है। हम इस डिमांड को पूरी कर पाए, कंस्ट्रक्शन में आधुनिक टेक्नोलॉजी का अधिक से अधिक उपयोग हो, इसके लिए मैं अप्रैल 2019 से लेकर के मार्च 2020 के वर्ष को कंस्ट्रक्शन टेक्नोलॉजी ईयर के तौर पर भी घोषित करता हूं।
Mr. Modi said the government is ensuring that houses have water, power, Ujjwala connections and other such facilities. Mr. Modi said the government has changed the face of the housing industry in the country and is committed to affordable housing for all by 2022. The Prime Minister said his government has already constructed 1,30,00,000 houses in the last 4.5 years.
During our tenure, our 1.3 crore houses have been made already. To give you an idea of the scale, the previous government made only 25 lakh houses. Our work does not stop at making four walls.
The Prime Minister said GST in the construction sector has been reduced and in affordable housing, GST has been decreased to 1% from 8%. He said the GST on under-construction housing projects has been decreased to 5% from 12%. In a reference to Wing Commander Abhinandan Vardhaman, who returned to India yesterday, Mr. Modi said the world is watching what India does. The Prime Minister said the meaning of Abhinandan is now different from the earlier one, which meant a welcome. Our correspondent reports that the two-day conference will identify proven, innovative and globally established technologies for use in the Indian context. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that India is a changed and transformed India and no one can dare to threaten it. Addressing a conclave in New Delhi this evening, Mr. Modi said today's new India is fearless, bold and decisive and government is advancing with the effort of the 125 crore Indians.
आज का भारत नया भारत है, बदला हुआ भारत है। हमारे लिए एक एक वीर जवान का खून अनमोल है। पहले क्या होता था, कितने भी लोग मारे जाएं, जवान शहीद हो जाएं, लेकिन शायद ही कोई बड़ी कार्रवाई होती थी। लेकिन अब कोई भारत को आंख दिखाने का साहस नहीं कर सकता। हमारी सरकार देश हित में हर फैसला लेने के लिए प्रतिबद्ध है। भारत आज एक नई नीति और रीति पर चल रहा है और आज पूरा विश्व भी भारत को समझने लगा। आज का नया भारत नीडर है, निर्भीक है और निर्णायक है।
The Prime Minister said the unity of Indians has created a fear in some anti-national elements within and outside the country. He said the recent happening has shown India's prowess and impact of its foreign policy. He said each drop of blood of India's soldiers is precious. Mr. Modi said the country felt the absence of Rafale jets. Had they been with us, the result would have been different. In Jammu and Kashmir, Pakistan today resorted to cross-border firing along the line of control in the Naushera sector this afternoon. According to a defense spokesperson, the shelling from across the border started around 12:30 this afternoon. He said the Indian Army retaliated strongly and effectively, adding that there was no report of any casualty on the Indian side. Our correspondent reports that the state government has sanctioned additional 400 bunkers for civilian protection.
In view of the unprovoked and frequent cross-border shelling, the government has sanctioned additional 400 individual bunkers for Poonch and Rajouri districts with 200 additional bunkers for each district. To ensure speedy construction of these bunkers, funds would be placed with the deputy commissioners through the Rural Development Department. The bunkers would get built in the next 1 month as per the prescribed specifications. According to locals, the bunkers have been found to be an effective response to cross-border shelling, providing border residents a safe place to shelter themselves during shelling incidents. R.K. Rana, AR News, Jammu.
Finance Minister Arun Jaitley has said, as against true reporting by All India Radio, television channels set the agenda of the country instead of reporting. Mr. Jaitley said this after releasing a book titled Mann Ki Baat, A Social Revolution on Radio in New Delhi today. Mr. Jaitley cited the example of the Indian Air Force attack on terror training camps on Pakistan's Balakot area and said some compulsive contrarians did not check the facts, thinking the targeted area is in Jammu and Kashmir. The book is a compendium encompassing 50 editions of the Mann Ki Baat program by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on All India Radio. Mr. Jaitley said very few political leaders have the ability and power to communicate directly with people in a simple manner. He said Mahatma Gandhi used to communicate in very simple language with people, which used to have an electrifying effect. He also said wherever former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee travelled, he used to carry a small transistor along to listen to radio news.
माननीय अटल जी जब भी ट्रैवल करते थे या घर में होते थे तो उनका ट्रांजिस्टर छोटा हमेशा उनके साथ रहता था। वो न्यूज उसी पे सुनते थे। आज की न्यूज की तरह वन आइटम एजेंडा सेटिंग न्यूज नहीं होती थी। देश में 20-30 स्थानों पर क्या हुआ है, अंतर्राष्ट्रीय जगत में क्या हुआ है, स्पोर्ट्स में क्या हुआ है, इकोनॉमी में क्या हुआ है, राज्यों में क्या हुआ है, आपको वो सारा ज्ञान देता है।
On the occasion, Prasar Bharati CEO Shashi Shekhar Vempati spoke about revival of radio through Mann Ki Baat. He said the program has put radio in the mainstream consciousness of people. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, follow us on Twitter @AIR News Alerts.
जमीन के नीचे पानी का स्तर तेजी से नीचे गिर रहा है। कई गांवों में नल और कुएं सूखे हुए हैं और पानी के लिए उन्हें मीलों दूर जाना पड़ता है। उनकी पानी की समस्या को आप दूर कर सकते हैं अपना डोनेशन देकर। डोनेशन देने के लिए पानी का नल कहीं व्यर्थ खुला देखें तो बंद कर दें।
आपका ये छोटा सा डोनेशन है पर्यावरण में बड़ा योगदान, और यही है आपका ग्रीन गुड डीड। ग्रीन गुड डीड्स मतलब कुछ हरे भरे काम अपनी धरती के नाम। पर्यावरण, वन एवं जलवायु परिवर्तन मंत्रालय द्वारा पर्यावरण हित में जारी।
नमस्कार, मैं नितिन गडकरी बोल रहा हूँ। मेरा मानना है कि शराब पीना या ना पीना यह आपका निजी मामला है, पर शराब पीकर गाड़ी चलाना एक कानूनी अपराध है। हिंदुस्तान में हर साल 1.5 लाख लोग रोड एक्सीडेंट में मर जाते हैं। इससे हमारे देश का जीडीपी 3% कम हो जाता है। लगभग 55 से 60 हजार करोड़ रुपए का देश का नुकसान होता है। अगर आप शराब पीकर गाड़ी चलाना छोड़ दें, इसके लिए हम सब लोग मिलकर निश्चित रूप से कोशिश करें। जय हिंद।
Welcome back. You're listening to the news at 9. The Samjhauta Express train will leave for Pakistan from Delhi tomorrow after the two neighbours agreed to operationalize services at their ends. The announcement came a day after Pakistan released Wing Commander Abhinandan Vardhaman. India had cancelled the operations of the Samjhauta Express on February 28. Official sources said the train will start running from the Indian side tomorrow, while on the Pakistan side it will leave Lahore on Monday for its return journey. The train runs from Delhi to Atari on the Indian side and from Lahore to Wagah on the Pakistani side. Defence Minister Nirmala Sitharaman met Wing Commander Abhinandan Vardhaman in New Delhi today. Sources said Ms. Sitharaman conveyed to him that the entire nation is proud of his courage and determination. Currently, Indian Air Force pilot Abhinandan is undergoing medical tests at a hospital. He arrived in New Delhi last night after he was handed over to Indian authorities by Pakistan at the Atari-Wagah border. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will visit Amethi in Uttar Pradesh tomorrow to lay foundation stones and dedicate various development projects. Our correspondent reports that Mr. Modi will also address a public rally there.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will dedicate and lay foundation stones of various development projects of several crores, including manufacturing of Indo-Russian high-tech rifle guns at Ordnance Factory at Munsiganj. This factory will provide employment to youth and tag new wings to the development in Amethi and nearby area. All preparations have been made in view of Prime Minister's visit here. Keeping in view present situation, elaborate security arrangements have been put in place for Prime Minister's visit. MS Yadav, AIR News, Amethi.
The Prime Minister will kick off the NDA's poll campaign in Bihar tomorrow. He'll address a Sankalp rally at Gandhi Maidan in Patna. All NDA leaders, including JDU President and Chief Minister Nitish Kumar and LJB President and Union Minister Ramvilas Paswan, are expected to attend the rally. Tight security arrangements have been made in view of the Prime Minister's visit to the state. Former ICICI Bank CEO Chanda Kochhar and husband Deepak Kochhar appeared before the Enforcement Directorate or ED in Mumbai today in connection with a money laundering case. Officials said the investigating officer of the case is recording their statements under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act, PMLA. Yesterday, the agency had conducted searches at the premises of Kochhar and Venugopal Dhoot of the Videocon Group in Mumbai and Aurangabad in this connection. The ED had registered a criminal case under the PMLA earlier this year against Chanda Kochhar, Deepak Kochhar, Dhoot and others to probe alleged irregularities and corrupt practices in sanctioning of 1,875 crore rupees in loans by the ICICI Bank to the corporate group. You're listening to the news at 9 on All India Radio.
चिंटू पकड़म पकड़े खेलने के लिए निकल गया, चप्पल नहीं पड़ा, ये लग गया ना कांटा। ये था लापरवाही का नतीजा। ऐसे ही पोलियो की खुराक न लेने से पोलियो आपके बच्चे को पकड़ सकता है। अरे भाई, भारत पोलियो मुक्त है पर दुनिया नहीं। ये वायरस जो है दोबारा देश के अंदर प्रवेश कर सकता है। इसलिए जन्म से लेकर के 5 साल तक हर बार अपने बच्चे को पोलियो की खुराक दिलवाइए जरूर। 2 बूंद हर बार, जीत रहे बरकरार।
राष्ट्रीय पोलियो दिवस 10 मार्च 2019, स्वास्थ्य एवं परिवार कल्याण मंत्रालय, भारत सरकार द्वारा जनहित में जारी।
पापा, हमारा पक्का घर बन जाने पर नया सामान लोगे ना?
क्या चाहिए हमारी बेटिया रानी को?
मेरे लिए एक स्टडी टेबल, चेयर और किताबें रखने के लिए एक अलमारी।
हाँ, हमारी बेटी पढ़ लिख कर बड़ी अफसर बनेगी।
क्यों रानी को झूठे सपने दिखा रहे हो?
अरे ये सच है। प्रधानमंत्री आवास योजना शहरी स्कीम के अंतर्गत अब हमारे पक्के घर का अधूरा सपना होगा पूरा।
सच?
जी हाँ, अधिक जानकारी के लिए अपने स्थानीय शहरी निकाय से संपर्क करें।
हाउसिंग फॉर ऑल, सबके लिए घर, ये हमारा सपना भी है और संकल्प भी है।
The ruling National People's Party or NPP and its ally United Democratic Party or UDP shared the highest number of seats in the Jaintia Hills Autonomous District Council or JHADC elections. Opposition party Indian National Congress INC won the maximum number of seats in the Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council KHADC elections after counting concluded today. In JHADC, NPP secured 12 seats, UDP 10 seats and the INC secured 4 seats. On to sports news now. In cricket, India is inching towards victory over Australia in the first one-day international, now underway at Hyderabad. Chasing a victory target of 237, India were 215 for 4 in 45.3 overs when reports last came in. From 4 for 99, Mahendra Singh Dhoni and Kedar Jadhav settled down India with their century stand. Kedar Jadhav hit a brilliant half-century while Dhoni was batting with 47. Indian wrestlers have won 3 medals, including a gold, at the ongoing Dan Kolov-Nikol Petrov tournament in Ruse, Bulgaria. Pooja Dhanda won a gold medal in the 59 kg category, while Rio Olympics bronze medalist Sakshi Malik ended the tournament with a silver medal in the 65 kg category. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi stresses on use of advanced technology to meet increasing demand for houses, declares 2019-20 as Construction Technology Year. In Jammu and Kashmir, Pakistan resorts to cross-border firing along LOC in Naushera sector this afternoon. Finance Minister Arun Jaitley says All India Radio does true reporting, while TV channels set the agenda of the country instead of reporting. Samjhauta Express train services between India and Pakistan restored, train to run from Delhi tomorrow. Former ICICI Bank CEO Chanda Kochhar and her husband appear before the ED in connection with a money laundering case. And in cricket, India were 219 for 4 in 46.4 overs in reply to Australia's 237 in Hyderabad ODI. And that's all in the news at 9. Good night.